Welcome to Two Hotties and a Naughty, a podcast about life's little victories, hotties, and constant disappointments, naughties. Here are your hosts, Michael Beck, Hicks, and Dwight Slappe.
Welcome to Two Hotties and a Naughty. I'm Michael Beck.
I'm Hicks.
And I'm Dwight Slappe.
So, as our listeners know, Two Hotties and a Naughty is the official food podcast of the internet. And it's been, at least since last week, since we've done a food category. And this week, I thought we would start out with, boys, what is the hottiest place from which you order carryout or delivery? And when I thought of this topic in the shower the other day, I couldn't believe we had not. There we go. Yeah, me in the shower. Hey, that's where the category should have begun.
Hi, everybody.
I know where I want to order carryout from.
I'll have one, we'll say medium-sized sausage. I'm just trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
So there is a there's a place.
You can only get appetizers in my shower. Sorry, everybody.
Would you like a pig in the blanket?
Mini corn dog?
Southwest egg roll? No, we don't have those here, sir. Sorry.
Oh. I've said the category name, and now we're getting into it.
Enough of your nonsense. Your childish penis jokes.
Also, just corn dogs in the shower are somewhat appetizing. It's getting a corn dog damp is, I can't imagine anything more revolting.
But I've spent all that money putting the condiment bar in my shower. So,
come on, you got to see these riblets.
This is a great transition. I'm sure the local owners of the barbecue place I love, called County Smoke. I'll say their name, yeah, for all of the many local listeners I have here in Virginia. Crystal and I love to get carryout from this place. It is my favorite barbecue place. I have lived in a variety of places with pretty good barbecue, and this County Smoke place just blows everything out of the water. You go into this place and there are two tables and the carry-out counter, and there's a bunch of outdoor seating, but I have never dined on this place's premises. They have great beef and pork barbecue. I'm actually trying to avoid red meat right now for reasons that are pretty obvious, I'm guessing, to anyone who has ever met or seen me. But fortunately, County Smoke has incredible smoked turkey. It's like the only edible turkey I have ever experienced. Great smoked turkey, fantastic sides. They have the world's best macaroni and cheese, the world's best collard greens, several different kinds of coleslaw that are awesome, and also these pickles. They have homemade pickles, and we always order a quart of them. And once we go all the way through those pickles, that's when we know, okay, it's time to go get carryout from the barbecue place again. It's sort of a built-in timer, so we can get more pickles. Now, I cannot stress to you the importance of my never finding out anything about the politics of the people who own and operate County Smoke. I build much of my life around learning nothing about these lovely people who produce wonderful barbecue, because I don't want to open up door number 3. I do not.
Well, at least they haven't forced it upon you. The place I will talk about when you go eat there, one of the TVs is always on Fox News, and you got to swallow that pill if you want this food.
Yeah. No, this place is. I don't think there's a TV in the dining / pickup area. Maybe there is, and I've just never noticed it, since I always plug my ears with wax and tape gauze bandages over my eyes for total sensory deprivation.
Also fishing for that discount. They're gonna see you, feel sorry for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, when I walk in, all of the prices go up 30%.
It's because you're not. It's because you're not open carrying. That's the issue. You'd strap a gun to your hip.
Mm-hmm. Gotta stay strapped. Then they know you're the real deal.
I merely walk into any commercial establishment radiating prosperity, and so they figure, oh yeah, we can charge this guy $3.80 for the soda. Yeah.
How are their sauces? Do they have some good sauces?
Oh, yeah, they do have. They have many great sauces. I usually like their East Carolina style barbecue sauce, which I think is what it is. It's very vinegary, but they also have a mustard based sauce. They have like more of a disgusting Kansas City style sauce. That theirs is a good version of it, but just Kansas City style barbecue is obviously the most disgusting of all of the American barbecues.
Now walk me through this, because this is not my area of expertise. Is Kansas City like the super sweet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it is. It's very
super sweet, tomatoey. Yeah.
Tomato.
Which, in a post-apocalyptic situation where that's the only barbecue sauce available, great, hooray, civilization has been preserved. But if you have the choice of that and basically anything else, I would recommend the anything else. Slice, do you have barbecue sauce preferences?
I do. I mean, like you said, I share the same opinion as you that Kansas City style is my least favorite. I do more often than not prefer like a Carolina Gold setup, more vinegary, mustardy. I like a Mesquite, Texas sometimes, from time to time, not all the time. But I tell you what, I just got turned on to, I don't know, about 5 years ago or so, as an Alabama white sauce. Really enjoy an Alabama white sauce. They're hard to find though. Not a lot of places, at least around here, offer Alabama white. But yeah, those are my top three, I'd say.
I've seen this on like a Guy Fieri program, our hero Guy Fieri, and nobody ever talks about how it tastes. It just looks like it's slathered in mayonnaise to me, which immediately I back off.
Fair. If you don't like mayo, you're not going to like an Alabama white sauce. Is
it legitimately mayo?
That's a major component of it is mayo, but you've also got like vinegar. You've got like there's horseradish. So I mean that's why I gravitate towards it. I love horseradish. I love like wasabi, things like that. So I like a real heated, zingy Alabama white. So it's not just mayo; it's got other stuff in there to not make it taste like mayo. But
yeah, mayo and horseradish, and you just smear that over your Jell-O with suspended shaved carrots, and you're right back in 1956.
There's other things like cayenne pepper, and there's all that stuff is in there too. Apple cider vinegar. I'm not putting raisins in it or anything. So come on.
All right. Well, so Slice, what is your hottiest carryout place?
Well, my hottiest carryout place lives up to the name because it would be Number One Kitchen here on the west end of Huntington. It's a Chinese food restaurant. It's solid. I'm not going to lie and say that like this is the best Chinese food I've ever had, but it's solid. They are consistently, I've never been disappointed. I'll say that. one of the main reasons why it's my favorite is, I love a good price, and these guys have family meal deal specials. So, for example, in this economy, I mean, I've got to be out there looking for the affordable Chinese food, and they have for 6 people, $43.45 is the price. Kind of random, but you get 3 entrees, and you get a quart of rice and a pint of rice. You can do white rice. You could do fried rice, chicken fried, shrimp fried, any of it. No upcharge even. They give you 6 egg rolls. They give you 6 crab rangoon, 6 steamed dumplings. I mean, they load you up for $43. You get all this stuff, and we get it. We're a family of 5, so it's cheating a little bit. But I easily get 2 meals out of this, sometimes 3. So I know that's the convenience of it too. I don't have to worry about what I'm packing for lunch tomorrow and getting up early. It's already there. I just dump it in a bowl, take it, and go. And yeah, we get my kids. They love the orange chicken. I like to, mix it up every now and then. Szechuan chicken or the triple delight. Can't go wrong with a triple delight. But yeah, they live up to that title, number 1 kitchen. Now, there's also a number 1 kitchen out in Barbersville on Route 60, local geography segment for you all. They're called number 1 kitchen. I think the 2 of them need to fight this out, and the loser has to become number 2 kitchen. And I think it's only right. Otherwise, it's false advertisement.
So is it a chain? Like, are both number 1 kitchens owned by the same person, or are they 2 distinct entities both vying for the number 1 kitchen crown?
That would make the most sense, rather than the scenario that Slice has painted, where there are 2 rival gangs fighting over the greatest name for a Chinese restaurant ever, number 1 kitchen.
Well, what I'll say is they have 2 separate websites, so I don't know. Like they,
Okay, yeah, 2 separate websites suggests 2 competing entities. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Or an old man or woman who doesn't understand the internet and had to create 2 websites when it could have been 1.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you go to here, let me just we love technology segments here on Two Hotties and Naughtys. So if you're tuning in on YouTube, if you're not tuning in on YouTube, you're missing out. So let me go ahead and I'll give you a taste of the number 1 kitchen website here. Straight from GeoCities 1998. Here we go. Boom. Number 1 kitchen. Here we go. There it is in all its glory. Look at these beautiful dishes here.
And this is the one you go to. This is yours.
This is mine over on the West End, Washington Avenue. Here you go, folks. If you want to,
can we see the website? Can we see the other website?
Oh yeah,
to compare.
Oh yeah, I'll have to stop sharing for a minute so you guys don't see my history anything like that. So
people would love to see our faces. People love our faces.
Let me find other number 1 kitchen. I don't even know if they have a website anymore. Maybe they just have a Facebook page. Hold on. Route 60. Okay.
This is the hard-hitting journalism that you guys come to this podcast for.
Yes.
We're going to crack this case.
Oh, here we go. I got it. Okay. And share. And boom. This one is much more clean, minimal, professional here. But, just not as good food-wise,
Here's what happened. This one opened second. The one in West Huntington had been there. And by the time this place opened, they could get a better website.
Okay. Well, and I also think it's interesting because the number 1 kitchen I go to, this is to me a mark of whether or not a place is a legit solid Asian restaurant is they're closed one random day, either Monday or Tuesday usually. And the number 1 kitchen that I go to, I believe, is closed on Tuesdays. So I did have to go to this one in a pinch one time because they were open. But yeah.
Yeah, they've been closed on Tuesdays since I was working a block away from there. So yeah, Tuesdays is when they're closed.
Got it. Got
there's a lot of number one kitchen still remaining in my body from 10 years ago that one day will be expelled. But it might be the only thing keeping me together.
You need to revisit and recharge. Just don't come on a Tuesday.
No.
No, Dwight, in the end times, when your body, I don't know, ascends into the sky, like you're going to need the heavy metals and so forth in your body from number one kitchen, keeping you down here on Earth so you don't have to go up there and live on some sort of cloud.
I feel like I'm mostly held together by the microplastics from the flimsiest spoons and forks ever given out to anyone that number one kitchen gives you.
They are very thin. It's like remember when water bottles used to be pretty sturdy, like the disposable water bottles, then all of a sudden they switched to that flimsy stuff that feels like the water is going to burst out of the bottle at any second.
Yeah. It's a Kroger or Costco brand water bottle consistency. It's the generic. Like if you go to Dasani, the best water, Dasani, it's still the bottle's still got something for you. It can hold. But if you get a Dollar General, Kroger, Piggly Wiggly brand water, you better drink it quick. That's all I'm saying. You better drink it quick.
Yep. You look at it wrong, it's caving in on the side.
Yeah, it becomes a puddle like that guy from the first X-Men movie when Magneto does that thing. And he turns into like a water. That's a very specific reference for our friend Glenn.
This is also a great transition to Dwight. What's your hottiest carry-out restaurant?
The legit answer is Nawab here in Charleston. It's a great Indian food place. And I don't really have a lot to say about it, but if you're in the Charleston area, you want Indian food, I recommend Nawab. Leanne gets a shrimp or chicken sog. I'm a basic boy, and I get a lamb or a chicken tiki masala. We get the garlic naan. We get some vegetable pakora. And it's great. It's always great. So please do that. But I want to give a special shout out to, it's been quite a few years since anybody in my family wanted to cook a Thanksgiving dinner. So the last few years, we have been getting a pickup Thanksgiving dinner from Cracker Barrel. That's right, Cracker Barrel. And this Thanksgiving dinner has no business being as good as it is. The turkey is tender and juicy and well seasoned. There's a cornbread stuffing that comes with it, a nice sweet potato casserole, and then you can pick some other sides. But like your basics, the rolls are good. I mean, it's like $120 or whatever it is, but nobody has to cook, and it's all pretty good. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Cracker Barrel because it's also where I buy all my clothes.
And I want to thank them for doing the right thing and bringing the old man back and putting him on that sign.
God, our country almost fell apart.
We almost fell to shambles.
They put that old man back on the signage, and everything's fine now. The country's fixed now that we have the old man back on the Cracker Barrel sign. Do you guys have a go-to at Cracker Barrel? I know we're always going to Cracker Barrel. When's the last time you were at Cracker Barrel Slice?
I think I went once. And I remember, I went once and it was a long time ago. But I will say I was very impressed and I enjoyed that they had the little games like with the golf tees in the triangle. That was the first time I think I played that game. And I was like, oh, this is cool. What a fun place. Yeah.
I in news that will shock no one, I did not care for Cracker Barrel. The last time I went to Cracker Barrel was with my lovely wife I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years ago, somewhere in there. We went, and it was one of the most singularly depressing and distressing dining experiences I'd ever had. We had just had we had stayed at a hotel in downtown Richmond, Virginia, after a concert, and the hotel was awful. We had a terrible night's sleep. And just at, like, I don't know, 6 a.m, we were awake and said, let's just leave. Let's leave. Let's go somewhere for breakfast and wash all of this away. So we went to a Cracker Barrel, and the server we had, this poor woman broke my heart. This woman had to have been 80 years old. So, like, things were not going great probably in her life, that she was having to still work in food service. And, like, I felt badly for her. She was also an 80-year-old person who appeared to be on her first day ever of working at a restaurant. And just, it was terrible. The service was very bad. And of course, we generously tipped this poor woman, but it was just a singularly excruciating experience. And also the food was terrible. But at that point, really, I just wanted to leave. So, yeah.
Well, as the only non-elitist on this podcast, I don't think there's any shame in eating at Cracker Barrel if that's where you are. Sure, if there's a local diner, go to that diner. But if you're in a pinch and it's the only breakfast place around and you really want breakfast, go to Cracker Barrel. I'm going to tell you a short story, the greatest thing that ever happened to me at Cracker Barrel. I went to Cracker Barrel with two of my best friends growing up, Jeremy and Jeff, and we all decided to get the chicken and dumplings at Cracker Barrel. And you got two sides with your chicken and dumplings. And we decided, as a side listed on the menu is dumplings. So we got the chicken and dumplings with two sides of dumplings apiece. And we went to town. We all had a lovely meal. And then as we got up to pay, Jeff turns around and there's a dumpling stuck to his back. I don't know how it got there. None of us know how it got there. But those dumplings are flying. That's it.
You know, I think it's really those dumplings that's still holding you together. Not the number one kitchen. I think those dumplings are the mortar between those bones, just keeping you going.
Slice, they were dense. Super dense.
Why is it, Dwight, that like a third of the times I have dined out with you, it always breaks into a dense dumpling orgy where just dumplings are flying everywhere. No one knows what's going on.
Yeah, I've never heard you complain, though. You're always having the time of your fucking life.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to your favorite food podcast, Two Hotties and a Naughty. One of our other wheelhouses, of course, is television, movies, entertainment. And I was thinking this week, guys, what if we did hottest TV show that you would bring back if it was canceled, or maybe it just didn't end to, your satisfaction, or maybe it's time it's been gone for a while and you just want to bring it back because you think it would do great in this current date and time. Me, myself, and I was a young lad when this came out, and it was on HBO, so I didn't have frequent access to this, but being a fan of horror and especially campy to a degree, horror, but also at times dark. The old Crypt Keeper, man. Tales from the Crypt. Did you guys ever partake in the old Tales from the Crypt? That was a fun show. I'm not surprised with Beck. But it was fun. It was on HBO. I didn't have HBO when I lived with my grandparents, which my grandparents raised me, but I would visit my mom from time to time and stay the weekend down there. And she had HBO, and I could sneak in a few episodes of Tales from the Crypt. And it was a cool format if you're not familiar, because what didn't have a through line necessarily. Every week was a different story, a tale of horror based upon comic books from like the 50s, I believe. But this Crypt Keeper would give a fun little campy intro, and then you would have an episode that could be directed by. Every week was a different director too, which was part of the fun. I mean, Robert Zemeckis, he directed several episodes, but they had guest directors too. Like I think Michael J. Fox did one, Arnold Schwarzenegger did one, Tom Hanks did one, but they would also have random A-listers of the time. Yes, Arnold, that was his television directorial debut.
My favorite director, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one. But it's fun. It's fun. You know, let's see how I don't recall the episode that Arnold directed. But you know, they had a lot of guest spots. Tim Curry did a fun episode where he played 3 different people in that episode. I'm trying to remember who else. Oh, now one of my favorite episodes that I saw, Don Rickles played a ventriloquist, and Bobcat Goldthwait was a huge fan of this ventriloquist. Basically, Don Rickles was his idol, and because Don Rickles just was the world's best ventriloquist. And so Bobcat Goldthwait idolized him and was trying to be a ventriloquist too, and completely sucked at being a ventriloquist. And lo and behold, Bobcat's like fangirling all over Don and like, teach me your ways and everything, and borderline stalking him. And he comes to find out Don Rickles' horrible secret. It's not really a ventriloquist dummy. It's his Siamese brother on his hand who's covered up by the shell of a ventriloquist dummy. And yes, yeah. And at some point...
Slice, I believe it's conjoined puppet on the hand.
I am sorry. I apologize for that. Should we take that back?
No. Nope.
Okay.
We got to live with it now.
Yeah, that's out there. I'm sorry, everybody.
Unless
Thank you for correcting me, Dwight.
Unless you really need to.
Yep. That's no longer acceptable. I do apologize for that.
We're teaching the listener and you.
And me. That's conjoined. Thank you. But
unless was it a cat? Was it like a Siamese cat?
Well, it was actually one of the cats from Lady and the Tramp, and it sang the song too whenever the reveal happened. So
that's why it hasn't been streaming. You got those Disney rights are complicated.
Exactly. But I will say during this, the whole episode, you'll have to watch it to find out the rest of it. But it's a
probably
great one.
Not go to.
You can though, if you wanted to, because guess what I found out when I was doing all of my extensive research for this segment? Tales from the Crypt is now on Tubi, of all places. As of a month ago, you can watch the whole catalog, Beck. So now you can get on it and watch Arnold Schwarzenegger's episode of Tales from the Crypt anytime you want on Tubi, free of charge.
How have none of us looked
right?
up the name of the episode? Schwarzenegger's directing credits can't be that big on IMDb.
I think it was like Split Take or something. I can't remember which one it was, but
Schwarzenegger secretly directed like a third of the episodes of The Wire. And,
The Switch, episode 2 of season 2. That's the one he directed. So,
okay.
Mm-hmm. And he has a little cameo at the beginning with the Crypt Keeper.
Who is in it? Can you see that? Have you moved past it already?
I have.
Is Tom Arnold in it? I'm just guessing Tom Arnold is in it.
Let's see. Let's find out. The Switch, starring William Hickey. No.
Okay. I know William Hickey.
Yeah. Ian Abercrombie was in it. Patrick McNamara. I think I
all
met
our
Patrick
favorites.
McNamara once. You know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Nobody of note.
Nobody huge. No. But I mean, yeah, there was other. Brad Pitt was in an episode. Brooke Shields. All these, A-listers of the time. They really brought that heat.
Brad Pitt, Brooke Shields, the biggies.
Joe Pesci was in one. Like I said, Tim Curry, Christopher. Oh, there was a really fun one with Meatloaf, where they killed him and served him as steak. So that's fun.
Are we sure the name of the episode isn't a really fun one with Meatloaf?
I think that was it.
is an important meatloaf sidebar. Several years ago, my brother Kevin dressed as a dead-on meatloaf for Halloween, and he went to a party with his other friends in their youth. This would have been, I don't know, when Kevin was around 30, I think. And not a single person at that party knew who Meatloaf was, other than Kevin. So,
hey, Kevin, we are kindred spirits. One year for Halloween, I went as Meatloaf from Rocky Horror as Eddie. So, shout out, Kev.
I love that we can now play our favorite game. What's our episode going to be called? Between Dumpling Orgy and Meatloaf Sidebar. It could be either.
What about Meatloaf Orgy? We just combined it.
Behind the paywall is the Meatloaf Orgy.
That's it. Once we hit our subscription goal, you will release Meatloaf Orgy.
Our listeners come to us as a refuge from all of the endless, horrifying meatloaf orgies that the world is filled with right now.
What have we become? Dwight, what are you bringing back?
God, there are so many options. But I want to read this. This is the movie Mank, The Killer, with Michael Fassbender, and some show called Love, Death, and Robots, and then a spin-off of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood called The Adventures of Cliff Booth. These are the things that David Fincher is working on instead of giving me another season of Mindhunter. Did you guys watch Mindhunter?
Not extensively, but I enjoyed the episodes I saw.
Great.
Yeah,
it's about
I saw a couple of stray episodes, but that was all.
It's basically the creation of the section of the FBI that hunts serial killers. And there were 2 seasons, and they were both perfect, very intense, very well directed, because David Fincher directed all of the episodes. He was the executive producer, and the show was critically acclaimed. Everybody loved it. But then maybe Netflix found that it was too expensive to make. But I really like this show. And David Fincher hasn't done anything since for me to be like, oh, okay, I understand your choice. But I highly recommend this show if you guys haven't. I know it's got Beck. I know you're not on a lot of dark stuff now, but the performances in Mindhunter are great. Absolutely fantastic.
I will say, whenever I was doing that extensive research I mentioned earlier, Mindhunter was up near the top of everybody's when they were, it was basically Firefly or Mindhunter. Those were the 2 that people were like saying need to come back. Not a lot of love for Tales from the Crypt, surprisingly, but.
Well, how many seasons of Tales from the Crypt were there? There were
7.
I mean, okay, it went a long time.
True. I just think you have a lot of untapped potential out there with current directors and, Hollywood celebrities that could be really fun, in some of these.
I'm glad you mentioned Firefly. I think it was it was an obvious answer. And another shout out to our friend Glenn, if he's listening. We did think of Firefly. Please don't show up on my lawn and burn some weird symbol from the Firefly universe into the grass. Please don't do that.
Not again, at least.
Not again.
Beck, what about you? What show are you going to bring back?
Well, there are a lot of them. This was a difficult decision to make, but I think top of the list for me, hottest show I would bring back is HBO's Rome from the early or mid-aughts, which was a spectacular show. It looked great. The cast was perfect. The writing was great. It actually, the ways that it presented its take on ancient Roman culture and sort of the first century BCE, I thought was and I'm, not a classicist, but I was a classics major as an undergraduate in college, and just they did a lot of cool stuff with the like patron-client relationships, I think, and the way religion in the ancient world worked. Anyway, just the top dollar program that was canceled after 2 seasons because it was too expensive. It wasn't because the ratings were necessarily so low, and I think that if Rome had just aired like 4 or 5 years later, like circa 2008, 2009, 2010, I think we could have gotten 11 seasons of Rome, but it aired right just a little bit too early before HBO realized, oh yeah, we can spend $1 million an episode on something, no problem, and still make plenty of money.
This was high on my list as well. I really like Rome.
Yeah.
I always thought it was okay that it ended after 2 seasons, because if it went any further, they were going to have to introduce Jesus. And then things are going to get complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. On the other hand, who would they have cast as Jesus
Don
in
Cheadle.
the early aughts? Russell Brand, I guess. Yeah. So there you go. Well, and he's English or Scottish or Welsh or whatever. He is some kind of British guy, I think, and most people on Rome were British. So there you go.
Do you guys have any other like runners up that you just want to mention? Because I had a couple. A big one for me was Amazon gave me 2 seasons of a Tick show, The Tick.
Oh, yeah.
And it was fantastic. And I guess I was the only one watching it. But it was great. Still available. If anybody wants to go watch it, holds up. I don't think there's a giant cliffhanger or anything. You'll have a great time for 2 seasons.
I mean, part of me was wishing they would bring back, erase that last season of Game of Thrones and bring it back and do it a different way. But, that's not happening.
I even though so I probably would say Deadwood. I know they made that Deadwood movie, which
Never
was
happened.
which I thought was actually pretty good and an okay wrap up to the show, to the extent you can wrap up one of the great works of art, I think, in the United States of the 21st century, Deadwood. Again, it was another show that just HBO canceled because it had gotten too expensive. But everything about Deadwood was perfect, and I wish we had 5 more seasons of it.
What a week it's been, my friends. Lots of ups and downs for everybody, I'm sure, in your personal life. And what's going on in the world. And by what's going on in the world, I mean, I don't know. I don't look at the news anymore. I can't for my mental health. So we're still good in the world, right? The world's still good.
Oh, doing great. Doing great.
Okay. It's okay.
All right. That's better than I expected. Sweet. For the naughty this week, I want to focus in on stuff that we have done personally. I know it's a weird turn for the podcast. We're usually talking about global issues, but I want to talk about stuff that's happened to us personally. And I want to know, I mean, I'm bending our format to my will, what I want. What's the naughtiest thing you did this week? And by naughty, I mean, what's the dumbest thing you did this week? What's the absolute, you did it and you were like, wow, that was stupid. Why did I do that? What's the dumbest thing you did this week? Last Sunday, there were torrential rains here in Charleston, West Virginia. We got 4 inches of rain over a very short amount of time. And Leanne, I'm at my parents' house, and Leanne sends me this video of the street here in front of the house, and it is a waterfall coming down the hill. Terrible. And I'm like, oh no, is everything okay there? Everything's fine. Basement didn't flood. It's cool. But right after she sends me this video, my parents' power goes out. And of course, I text Leanne back. I was like, is the water still bad? She's like, no, it's receding. The water is no longer so much of a problem. So I look at my parents and say, later, losers, I'm going back to Leanne's house where there's power. And I get in my car, and there is not a way to get to Leanne's house. It is all flooded. At the bottom of every hill, there's at least a foot of water. I took 4 different routes to get up her hill. None of them were passable. And by the time I got to my last option, I looked at some cars that were in the water, and it looked like it was only like 3 inches of water. And I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it. So my 2008 Chevy Malibu started to traverse this the standing water. And when I get halfway through it, it is over my bumper. The water is over my bumper.
Oh no! Oh, Dwight.
At which point I'm thinking, you dumb motherfucker. But I also gun it. Like, I'm like, I gotta get through this water. And God bless that stupid, ugly car I have. It made it through that lake of water. And I get to the other side. It seems to be running fine. I get to the other side, and there are 2 cars that I think have also gone through the water. And one car is trying to jump the other. So after my momentous stupidity got me through the water, my ass pulls over, rolls down the window, and I hear myself say to these people, hey, is everything okay? Can I help you guys out? Like, what did I, me coming out of the other side of the water unscathed gave me this sense of power over the situation that I thought I was going to share with other people.
It's like Oregon Trail, where you can pay the guide to do the raft down the river. That was your role at that point. You $50, I can get your car through here.
Thank God these people didn't say, yes, please help us. Because what was I?
4 dead in Charleston, West Virginia.
The people were very nice, and 2 kids, they're 2 preteens, ran up to my car and go, did you go through the water? I was like, yeah, I went through the water. Yeah, they did too. We had to push the car out of the water. We helped push. They were so proud of it. And I said, well, there's a decent chance I'll need my car pushed through some water before the night's over. So I'll come back and grab you guys if I need my car pushed through the water. And they laughed, and their parents laughed. And in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, I still might need them. I still got 3 or 4 roads before I get to Leanne's house. But I made it. And my car's knocking a little bit, but I don't think it's probably not related. I don't think it's related.
Nah, it's just got to dry out a little bit still.
That's right.
No, cars are supposed to go full immersion in water every couple of months. It's
now these modern cars will probably break immediately, but back in 2008, when this country still knew how to make stuff, that beast of a machine. I'm going to take it off.
98 to 2010. Hell right. Yes. Cars were part submarine back when they made them back then. You know, we were supposed to drive them through to knock all the salt off from the winter. It's good for it.
Yeah. Well, and there was all that submarine technology that because the Cold War was over, so we didn't need the submarines to fight the Soviets anymore. So we just put that stuff into Pontiac Sunfires and Chevy Malibus instead.
Yeah, we're not a country of waste. We make sure we use those things.
Yeah, when I bought my car, they offered me either the submarine package or some truck nuts, and I took the submarine package.
Smart man. Those truck nuts are tempting, but no, you went practical, not flashy.
Beck, what's the dumbest thing you did this week?
Well, so in no particular order, I woke up this morning. I got out of bed. I looked at my fucking phone. I got dressed. That's important. That's good. It's smart to get dressed. Then I began to record a podcast. So,
damn it, Beck, you stole mine.
This is 2 weeks in a row where you think podcasting's the dumbest fucking thing you could do. 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks.
No. I love our podcast, and especially you, the listener. Way more than our producer Sullivan.
More than you love Sullivan, or way more that Sullivan loves the listener?
It's somehow both of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sullivan hates the listener. Can't stand you all.
That's why you never see his
defending
face.
the listener. Constantly defending the listener.
Yeah. He can't even look you in the eyes, listener. That's why you never see him. He's just behind that curtain like, God, stupid listeners. I want to put fart noises in this week's episode. Really loud ones. DJ Khaled shouting at them.
He's difficult. When we want fart noises, he won't put them in. And when we don't want fart noises, that's all he wants to do.
He's ornery.
Slice, what's the dumbest thing you did this week? Oh, you have an actual answer, Beck?
No. I mean, that was my actual answer.
Okay, good.
No, because no one wants to hear any bullshit from me about work. So that's
right. Well, the dumbest thing I did this week was this was the first week of classes. I work at a college, and so it's a very busy, hectic time where a good night's rest would really serve one well during such strenuous days. Well, there's also a new season of Fortnite, baby. So my youngest son, Desmond, is big on Fortnite. And we play together. It's a father-son activity that we do. And, to unwind, it's just a quick little game I can hop into and play with him a little bit. And we bond and, work on teamwork and everything. And it's silly fun. Well, the season was coming to an end. And listener, you may not be familiar with Fortnite or the seasons of Fortnite, but this past season, you had to collect these little guys called sprites, and all the sprites had different looks and abilities and things that they gave you. There was an ungodly number of them. And if you mastered, 60 some sprites, you got this cool reward. And I was at 50 something, and it takes a bit to master them. And I stayed up to an ungodly hour mastering these stupid ass sprites because they were going away on Thursday, and I was not going to get that cool reward unless I did this. So I stayed up until probably, I don't know, 1:30 doing this. And also my kids now have to wake up starting at about 5:30. And at least my oldest son, Kevin, does. And Kevin seems to be immune to the sounds of an alarm clock. So I listen to his alarm clock going off for about 7 minutes before he finally turns it off. And not only does he have one alarm on this alarm clock, he has 2 separate alarm times on this alarm clock. And sometimes the second alarm goes off while he's in the shower. And then so I have to get up and go into his bedroom and turn off his alarm. So yeah, it was really stupid to stay up getting these stupid little sprites, and which all went away, by the way, on Thursday. They're all gone. So everything that I went out there and tried to get got deleted when this new season happened. Now there are all new sprites.
Did you finish the Sprite quest?
I did. I did get, yes.
Did you get to keep the prize?
No, it was a sprite. I can't even use it now. It was right, because now there's all new sprites, and you can't use last season's sprites in this season. You can see them in your gallery. I don't give a fuck about a gallery. I need to be able to use it in the game to make it practical. You didn't tell me they were all going away, but it's gone now. So that thing I stayed up till one that I got basically close to 4 hours of sleep for is gone. It's gone.
Oh,
that was stupid.
This is great. This is like one of Aesop's fables or an O. Henry short story. This is wonderful.
But yeah, thanks a lot, Epic Games. I really appreciate it. But now I know I'm not doing that again this season. I probably will.
That's fine now. Now you can go back to spending 12 to 14 hours a day on EverQuest Legends.
Yep.
Which is all my friends are talking about a video game that is 20 years old.
That they've leveled up and lost all of these characters many times over and over again, just like I lost my little sprite guys. But will we do it again? Probably. Never learn.
You want to give your EQ server out in case all our listeners want to start playing EverQuest?
Yes, you can find us on Qeynos. My character's name is Diggum. He's a froglock because once I get a surname, he's going to be Diggum Honey Smacks. So he's a monk, shaman, hybrid. Once I hit level 10, I'll get a third class. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Fun stuff. Look me up. Diggem.
That's it for our show. You can find us on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
We hope you have a great week.
Thanks for listening. We love you.
Thank you for listening. This has been Two Hotties and a Naughty, a podcast about life's little victories and constant disappointments, as hosted by Michael Beck, Hicks, and Dwight Slappe. Editing and production by Michael Sullivan. Our theme is Handel's Entrance of the Queen of Sheba for two oboes, strings, and Continuo allegro, as performed by the Advent Chamber Orchestra. Crystal Howe speaking.